This is a HeadGum podcast.
I've literally spent all day thinking it was fucking Wednesday.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay, guys, get in your questions for tomorrow's episode of Coffee with Rachel. And Chris was like, Rachel, we're literally today. It's going.
Today.
I'm like, wait, what? We've had such a fucking week. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just been a lot of things that have been happening.
A lot of things. We'll have to catch you guys up. We had, I mean, yesterday was like a really big day for me, which we'll get into later, but...
Yeah, this is Coffee with Rachel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rachel, and I'm feeling jumbled right now.
Yeah.
I feel like
all
a
over
hot
the place.
mess. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel a little bit the same way, too. There's just things going on everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
It's like by the time we get to this point of the week, that's when I'm just kind of like, what?
Oh my god, yeah, I know. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are always like... a bunch of shit's happening. I'm getting a lot of shit done, and then by Thursday, I'm just like, okay, ready for the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Everything's a mess now.
But anyway, we're drinking some Cherry Street Coffee House latte. Is that how you say it?
I don't know. It is Coffee House. Okay, I didn't know it was guys. What coffee house? That's interesting. Like, is that an olden thing? Like
olden, ye old coffee house.
Ye old coffee house. Ye old skinny tendrils.
I don't know, man. But I just had my quad latte. You know, we talked about this. I get it because it's the fourth one is free.
Yeah, and I've got my regular latte.
Yeah, because you can't handle the heat.
I'm staying out of the kitchen.
Honestly, it's so fucked up. Like, okay, this is not to drag the rest of the country that's experiencing hot weather, but like the other day I was at the coffee shop and they asked me, they were like, are you sure you don't want it iced? And I was like, guys, it is literally 69 degrees. Like, it is not summer yet. You know what I mean? I've still been getting hot coffees everywhere I go. There was like that 1 week where it was 80 and I got like an iced green tea and I was like, wow, it's summer.
Yeah, I know. That used to be your summer
drink.
Yeah, from like June through
so
September.
refreshing.
That was your drink.
It's like, you can chug that. Oh, man. It's delicious. I love it. But anyway, yeah, I've still been getting... because it's been so cold. It's been, like, fall.
It's been, like, just in the low 70s for, like, the past couple weeks. But
not raining either, except for maybe at night, which is fine.
Yeah, not raining. So that's fantastic. There was somebody at work that was actually visiting from Virginia, and they were stopping by the Seattle offices, and I was just like, so how are you liking it? And he was like... it doesn't rain. It's not raining as much as everybody says it does.
Oh my god!
And we told him, we were like, when you go back to Virginia, just lie. Just tell everybody it rains all the time. It's our best kept secret that it doesn't rain here as much as everybody says.
Is that what people are trying to do so that the fucking traffic doesn't get worse?
Yeah, so people don't move here. They just like keep the lie going.
Guys, you heard it here live on Coffee with Rachel. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I haven't even really. I was all kind of nervous before. Like May, because I was like, I don't really have any summer clothes except for like just the 5 maxi dresses I have every year. And so I was like, I definitely am gonna need some like warm weather clothing. And then
here it is.
I'm just like, nope. So I'm still wearing my like sweatshirts and my jackets.
Yeah, my wardrobe just basically switches from like jeans and pants with sweaters to jeans and pants with like Henleys and t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's basically all I change now.
He's such a turd.
I am a turd.
Listen to him say Henley, you know? Henley. And we still didn't find out about Heather Gray,
Yeah, what the fuck? Or Kelly Green.
Yeah, or there was one other one too.
Ashley Furniture.
Yeah. Seriously, who is that,
Oh my god.
Has anyone ever actually even been to an Ashley Furniture?
I have been to an Ashley Furniture.
Shut the fuck up.
I have. Who do you think I went with? My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, like...
Was it cool? Is it like a Raymore and Flanagan?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that. It's just like a furniture showroom.
Is Raymore and Flanagan just an East Coast thing?
I don't know.
Because I miss those commercials. This week at the dump.
Oh my god, the dump!
Is that even a thing? I remember there was a dump next to like the Wendy's.
Yeah.
In my, where like Hong Kong Pearl was.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Those places were weird.
I know. It was a very weird shopping center. We had Worldwide Aquarium and Pets, Hong Kong Pearl, Wendy's, and then it was... what's that plus size store? I think it was like Plus Size Susan or something.
Oh my god.
What? It's just such a random... and Marshall's.
Nothing like a title of a store to really tell you exactly what you're expecting inside.
And I'd walk in there, but it was all like fucking old lady clothing.
Oh,
like, okay,
yeah.
Listen.
Well, before we get anything else, I have a coffee fact here.
A Factorino.
Yes. And so it says the world's most expensive coffee, which is up to $600 per pound.
Okay.
You'll
So
never
like a bag.
guess why it's that way. It is coffee that is made from beans that are eaten and then excreted from the Sumatran wildcat.
What?
Yes.
So what does that do?
I don't know. What does the stomach
cat-
of this cat do to this bean?
What? I feel like that's not enough information that you've given us all.
The most expensive coffee is literally a bean that's been eaten and shit out by another animal.
We should start doing that with Lila. Because she looks so, like, regal, you know? I feel like people would buy coffee from Lila's ass. I know I would.
What the fuck?
What? Okay, well, if anyone knows any more information about that, I'm probably going to look that up after this show.
Probably never going to have that because it's $600 a pound, so
Hey,
no.
you never say never, am I
Never say
right?
never.
What if that's like something we put on our like wedding registry? We're just like, ooh, we want that cat coffee.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, holy shit. Before we started this episode, like literally like 10 minutes before, there was news that the Warner Brothers have trademarked the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child for a movie.
Yo, that's cool.
They say it could just be like them protecting themselves, like so nobody else can make it, but like, come on. They're gonna make a fucking movie. You kidding me?
You know, I didn't tell you. I had a fucking dream last night about Harry Potter.
Oh my god, what?
I had a dream that I was on summer break, but I had to finish my summer reading. And then I found out last minute that summer reading was just Harry Potter. And I was like, cool. And then I was going to do it. And I woke up. But, like, I was really stressed. I was like, oh my god, I didn't do my summer reading. And then they were like, yeah, it's just Harry Potter. I was like, oh my god, I got this in the bag. Like, I can do this.
I looked up getting another set of Harry Potter books because I wanted the British covers of them.
They're expensive, right?
They're like still like $150 for like a box set of all the books. I'm like, god damn.
That'd be a good birthday present, though, or like an anniversary.
I'm gonna see if my mom can send me my books at some point because I want just to have my books.
Oh yeah,
they're very special.
V special. Special. But yeah, that was my dream. Do you remember math packets? Summer math you didn't have to do math packets.
I don't think I did.
Shut
no.
up.
I remember summer reading, but I don't remember math packets.
Okay, maybe they just knew that I was terrible at math. No, we all had to do a math packet and like a reading, you know, we'd have to read like one book, which is nothing. But we would have like this math packet. I remember blue pages, and it would be like, okay, please tell me if anybody else had to do these in public schooling. What the fuck? And it was like fucking 100 pages, like crazy, and it was all kinds of crazy shit that I didn't know how to do, and it would take me like first, of course, I would like not do it like for the first couple months, you know, because duh, and then you get to like August, and you're like, fuck, gotta do that math packet, and we would just copy each other, like hands down. But
well, I mean, like when you're out of school, of course, like.
But when you're getting that shit in like middle school, and you're not really like that smart yet about copying.
Well, now they may not do that anymore because you just have the internet.
Well, apparently, and this is something that I'm really upset that I didn't know about when I was like still in school, and there's this app that you can just take a photo of a math problem and it just fucking solves it. It just straight up solves it. Like all those parabolas.
Is it Wolfram Alpha or is it something else?
I don't know. I know I'm not going to have to use it.
That's like the math solutions thing.
Well, either way, there's so much like amazing tech. I mean, let's be honest. I didn't even know that fucking Microsoft Word made a works cited for you if you could.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know that
not
until like junior year of college.
That fucking sucked.
Like all of high school was I was going to whatever that fucking website is that they do it for you, and it's always wrong, and you got to move commas around. Honestly, what is more stressful than having been taught MLA format your whole life and then taking a history class in college and they're like Chicago Manual of Style or
what the fuck? I've never used that. I've never used anything but MLA.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've never.
Oh my god, that one. Do you remember the history class? I think it was European history, and the teacher that I had was like a Russian Jew with the most thick Russian accent ever. She was coolest lady ever, and she made us do everything in Chicago.
Oh, wow. No, I've never done that.
Oh my god, I had no fucking idea. But you know what you can do in that? There's like footnotes, but your footnotes can be photos. It was very wild.
Whoa, that's interesting.
It's all about footnotes.
Oh, I love that. You can extend the length of your thing with photos.
Okay. Remember my I don't remember what I wrote, but I remember my roommate, she wrote a paper about the Beatles, and she just had like full pages that were just like album art with like a little footnote next to it being like, see figure A of like fucking Abby or whatever. And like that was just her fucking, I remember she got like an A on it too, and I was like, damn, I'm not as shifty. I should have done that. But yeah, I just remember like the first draft we gave to her, and she was like, not enough footnotes. And I was like, damn. And footnotes are a pain in the ass to do.
Mm-hmm. Especially trying to get them done on like Word or whatever.
I don't miss having to be so mechanical with like, honestly, when's the last time I looked at Microsoft Word? Now I'm like on text editor because nothing matters.
Yeah, right. Which is using the most basic text or whatever.
I do that and like Post-it notes on Mac.
Yeah.
And that's where I write all of my shit.
Oh my god. Do you remember, speaking about summer reading, when we first started at Millersville like over the summer, and they were like, this is the book that like all the new students have to read before they show up.
Yeah, like
it was something
after
about
we graduated high school.
Yeah, and it was something about Einstein for our year, and like I actually fucking read it because I thought that like I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, oh my god, like do we really?
No, I had the same anxiety. Shit? I was like, I feel like this is I'm gonna need this, and then
literally
I just did
not matter at all.
I bought the book.
Oh, yeah.
I had the book. I looked at it. I was like, this is not going to be in the cards for me to complete, you know?
I don't know if I finished it, but I definitely got a decent amount into it. And then it literally did not matter. We talked like 5 minutes.
It was during orientation.
Yeah, 5 minutes on the first day of orientation, and the orientation leader was like, okay, do you guys read the book? Like 3 people raised their hands. Like, okay, let's not talk about it.
I thought like maybe it would apply to like if you are taking some sort of English education class.
Yeah.
That you would have like maybe like they'd be like, did you read that book that you were supposed to read? I don't know. But like then they can't guarantee that all freshmen are taking an English course, but like you kind of have to because you have to get all those writing.
Yeah, I mean I just take a writing course, so.
But I mean, yeah, they didn't even ask us shit about that book. And I remember it was so stressful. Like I would sit on my nightstand and I was like, I'm gonna read it. Never did. Read it. I don't even know where that book went. Where is she now? Where are they now? Anyway.
Fuck. So, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on in your life?
I'm excited to see The Secret Life of Pets this weekend.
Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna go see that with Bree.
I'm very fucking... I know pumped. I'm just gonna be crying every time there's a cat on screen.
Apparently it's gonna beat Dory in, like, numbers.
Yeah, apparently it's already done it. Or it did. I don't know when it came out.
It's somewhere on the way.
Did it come out today, probably?
No, it came out a little while ago, like a week or two ago.
Well, shit, I'm not really up on it.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's talking about Ghostbusters, and now I feel like I need to like see the original so I can go and see the new one.
Oh my god. TBH, I don't want to see the new one.
I mean, by see, I mean like wait for it to be out. To rent, you know
that's not a movie I would spend the movie theater ticket prices on.
Girl, you know I know. It's got to be The Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah.
We can only choose one this month.
We are going for all the animated movies.
I know. That's been our choice lately.
Yeah.
Or CGI focused.
Yes.
Which is sad, because you're, like, so anti-CGI when it comes to Lord of the Rings, though.
Well, when it comes to The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
The fucking Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Anyway. But, yeah, I'm very excited to see that movie.
Next month is literally going to be me dying over Harry Potter. And then No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's going to be me dying in space.
Yeah, we will be streaming that multiple times.
So much of that, so get ready for a lot. It'll probably be annoying, and
this is the reason that we had gotten a PS4.
True.
It's just for this game.
Straight up. Watch it doesn't work.
Oh my god.
Or it's like not good at all or something. You know what I mean?
I'm honestly like so nervous about it.
We hyped it.
There's so much hype around this game, not just us, but like the entire like gaming world, and like it could be fucking bad.
You know, I found out, Chris told me that there's a Life is Strange podcast.
Yeah, I did not know.
What do you do when that game's done, though, you know?
I mean, there's just like tons of podcasts that are kind of just like about things that are over. I mean, I know there's like a Friends one and and like different ones about TV shows, and like, I mean, once you hit the end of the road, then I don't know what happens.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You gotta wait for the reunion.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet Gilmore Guys is like so happy right now because they're not even finished doing the original show and they already have the new show coming out.
Yeah.
So they must be like, yes. But like the Hunger Games people, oh wait, they're gonna be doing spinoffs, I heard. Of the Hunger Games.
Oh, definitely.
Like, they're going to just do, like, probably, like, Haymitch's games or something.
That would be, if I wanted to see anything, that's what I'd want to see.
Or Finnick's original one, A Ridge.
Oh, yeah. Was
he battling him? I don't remember. I'm not that big of a fan. Like, I don't remember the details. But I still think the universe is interesting.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, if I actually wanted something, like, if I wanted something more in the Harry Potter world, which I do.
You'd want it to be, like,
I want it to be either James and Lily at school, or I want it to be Voldemort's first uprising.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I want one of those two. Either that or, like, Dumbledore when he was a child.
But they'll probably just be like, let's adventure on with that one toad that we saw. And then, like, his story. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't even know if that happened. But
which, like, Fantastic...
Or, like, a mushroom species. I don't know.
Fantastic Beasts is cool, and I'm very excited for it, but it wouldn't have been my first pick for the first spin-off of
I'm just excited
series.
To see New York.
Yeah.
In that style.
And the whole American wizardry stuff.
Yeah. I still have to fucking do my Ilvermorny or whatever the fuck. I still have to do that.
I read the story about how it all started, and it was very cool. I liked it.
Was it long?
No, it's not long.
I need to fucking... Nobody really gave me that much feedback about whether or not I should read Harry Potter.
Just know that everybody's actually saying yes.
I know.
Everybody is.
It's pretty much like, I can't be alone in this. Who else didn't do it? Honestly, though, the reason why I didn't do it was because my parents were like... My one cousin that they didn't like was reading them, and so they were like,
what the fuck?
And I was like, okay. And then I got the other books, the series.
Oh, yeah.
And then at that point, I developed like whatever, you guys are just Harry Potter, like, whatever, you know?
Yeah, you were that twat, like, I'm not going to do Harry Potter.
Honestly, high school was very rough being out of the loop, because everyone in drama, of course, is like obsessed with Harry Potter, and I was just there like, yeah, muggle. Like, I don't know what I'm saying, you know?
Now the kids are going to be like, yeah, no Madge. Because that's what it is for in America.
Is it really pronounced like that? Or?
No Madge. Yeah.
No Madge. Oh, I get it. No magic. I mean, that's so lame.
I'm not going to lie. I think it's really lame, and I wish it kind of would have just been
no
muggle.
Madge.
Like, I think that there should have been another word instead of just literally
How about,
no
like,
Madge.
muggo? Okay,
just something, like, I don't know.
Wandless.
Is this
Wanderlust.
J.K. Rowling trying to make just, like, shit on America? Like, haha, they couldn't even come up with a good name for their non-magic people.
Because, like, honestly, that's so real. That's absolutely... We sound like twats every time.
Leave it to us to be, like, literal like that.
Yeah, like, no Madge. You're so right.
What the fuck?
I hope there's, like, political commentary in this new one.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I mean, I know it's, like... in not present times.
Isn't it the 20s?
Yes, I believe so.
Cool. I'm into that. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's just gonna be cool.
And I've only ever seen the final movie in theaters, right? Yeah.
Did you?
Literally just the final one.
Okay.
Yeah, you made me watch all of the new ones before the very final one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I saw that one like a billion times.
So really, I'm up to see a new Harry Potter movie on the big screen, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm very fond of them.
So let's talk about me.
Yeah, let's skip all this bullshit.
How long have we been okay, so yeah, we got some time for this story. Fuck, let me just take a sip of this delicious latte, not sponsored. Well, fuck, that was fun.
That was really interesting.
We just spent like the last 10 minutes trying to get our mics to stop whispering. What the hell was that?
I don't know. Squeezy must be calling some demons, and they are just here.
They're here. They've been summoned. Anyway, so I've had an interesting week, to say the least.
Yes.
So, I mean, let's dial it back. Whenever I found out that my Zeta had passed away from, my cousin that went to my spam folder in Facebook.
Yes.
So, at that point, I, had messaged her, and then she got me in contact with her mom, which is my aunt, and... we became friends on Facebook. This is all, against the rules in my house, by the way.
Yes.
I'm not supposed to be talking to these people because of a very, very long family feud, basically. Mm-hmm. And I mean, at this point, I don't really care because I want to, I've been told all this shit about this side of my family when I was a kid. And now that I'm an adult and I have had, like, some time out of that house and without that bias, I've just, like, I know how my mom is, and I want to get to know them and make my own opinion about them, yes. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you're at the point now where you can actually, make all of these kind of judgments for yourself, and you only get one side of the story, so you want to get everything.
I want to know. Yeah. And I did get some fucking answers, which I'll get to. But, I mean, it's just been weird, and...
Just, like, for, like, your family not letting you know that, like, your Zeta had passed away.
Yeah.
And, like...
That was very unforgivable,
just like that,
in my opinion.
Yeah, and, it was this other side of the family that did let you know. You got the message too late, but, like, so, which side should you try and get to know?
Well, we'll get to that, I guess. I just feel, like, robbed of getting to know these people. I mean... Hell, I haven't seen my Zeta because there was this falling out with my family that had nothing to do with me. Like, I'm just a kid, like, a grandkid, like, it has nothing to do with me. But I'm a kid, so I have no choice. Like, they're not going to drive me to see these people, know? And so I literally have not seen him literally the last photos that we have together are when I'm, like, in middle school, like 8th grade, ninth grade. So it's been very long since I've seen him or been able to talk to him.
That's at least probably, it's probably 10 years.
I know. And it's the same with my aunts and my cousins.
Yeah.
My aunt and my cousins, not my aunts. And my uncle, too, on that side. But, so anyway, they reached out to me, and I've been, kind of Facebook chatting with them a little bit, but nothing, serious. And then my aunt was telling me, that she wanted to, hop on the phone with me and, just... have a conversation, and I wanted to, because I did have a lot of questions, and I wanted to talk to her because, I wanted to get to know her. Hey, if this is, a family member that I could fucking have, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. And I was really nervous.
You were a very nervous little Bob.
Yeah, it was a mess. I
personally didn't think that,
it was
things were going to go badly, but still... Just this is something that you have been told for years and years and years that this is a bad thing.
Don't do this.
And you never do this, so no matter if you think it's going to be good or not, you're going to be nervous about it.
And then, also, having not remembered the last time we had a conversation, and I was probably really young, it's just going to be awkward to be on the phone. It's it's like talking to a stranger. And so I was, working myself up that morning. Just getting, I was just fucking nervous. And another thing is, I knew that the conversation about why I hadn't been in contact with my own parents was going to come up because, that's how my aunt is. She's been estranged now for 10 years.
Yes.
And so I knew that she was going to ask why I wasn't talking to them. And so that meant that I was going to have to come out again. And that was...
I mean, you didn't know if they knew or not because, you're out talking about it on the internet, so,
Yeah, but they're just, they're just not super internet people.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but you still are not.
I just didn't think...
Yeah.
And I don't, if they're going to creep on me, they're not going to think to look on YouTube. They're probably going to, find my Facebook, and I don't really talk about, sexuality on Facebook that often. Because
you don't talk about anything on Facebook.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know. I had no fucking idea, what kind of impression they had for me, and, I don't know. And I was just so worried I was going to, say the wrong thing or, be offensive, because it's been a really long time since I've had a conversation with a bunch of Orthodox Jews, I just was it was just nerve-wracking, and... It was all fine, though. I got on the phone with her, and we, dove right in.
Yeah, I know. I was there, and, you guys said hi, and, how are you? And then, a minute in, you were just all right, so let's
your mom.
spill the tea.
Honestly, though. It was just because, I heard her voice, and it immediately, I just remembered exactly and how she sounded, and... I don't know. She does sound like my mom, just a little bit more Jewish and a little bit New York. You know?
Okay.
And so it was just so nice to talk to her, and I don't know. So I got some answers about some questions that I had, and then, you know, it got to the point where I had to, like, talk about, you know, that I wasn't speaking to the family. And she was like, oh, was it because you moved? And I was like, no, but it kind of, like, happened around that time. And I was like, you know, I moved to Seattle and I came out as bisexual. And she was like, oh, okay. And now I'm, like, dying right over here. Like, my heart is, like, killing me. And I'm just, like, trying to keep it together. And she was like, so does that mean... what? And I was just like, oh, it just means that, like, I am attracted to, you know, multiple genders. And she was like, okay. And so at this point, she already asked me about, like, who I was living with and stuff. And I already told her all about Chris. And, which I also felt a little weird talking about because, like, it's not the norm for that side of the family to, like, live with someone of the opposite sex and, like, not be married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I felt so weird. And I don't even think she was being judgmental, you know? I just felt weird. And anyway, so she did know about you. So she was like, because I had already, you know, talked, like, me and Chris say all the time, like, yeah, we probably are going to get married. And she was like, yeah, so does that mean, like, when you're married? And I was like, it means nothing. It just means that I'm still attracted to both genders, but I just chose Chris because I like him. And she was like, okay. Yeah. And, like, just fucking was fine with it. Yep. And I was very emotional. Like, I was trying to hide it, but I was, like, getting weepy because that's just, like, fucking crazy.
Yeah, like, it's okay to have a question or anything like that, but then just be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, she just wanted to, be, you know, make sure that, you know, and I get it. And she was like, so she's like, of course, like, I can understand, like, you know, why that might be, you know, shocking to your mom or whatever. And, like, she was like, and honestly, like, I don't know what I would do if, like, one of my, you know, cousins came to her with the same thing. And she was like, but, you know, a lot of my cousins apparently have, like, a lot of gay friends, and they actually have, like, a trans friend, which I thought, like, all of this was very wild because they're in, like, the really orthodox part of the country, you know? So it's like, I was just, you know, it was just nice to hear that they have, like, a nice diverse friend group, and that's how I've always been too, and I just didn't kind of picture that, and so that was really cool. And so she was like, yeah, so, like, we're all fine with it. And she was like, honestly, like, I can't think of a single person in my community, and we're a very religious community that has that viewpoint. Mm-hmm. And that was, like, mind-blowing to hear. Because
you thought that was kind of, like, an underlying basis for...
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't think it would jive. Like, you know, you're not supposed to, like, be in the pool. There's, like, a rule against, like, women being in pools with men. I can't remember. Like, there's a lot of, like, gender-specific Judaism rules when it comes to being Orthodox.
Okay.
And that's just because it's an old-ass religion. Duh. Mm-hmm. Like, we get it. But yeah, I don't know. So I guess I was really just not expecting this, and, you know, it makes sense to me because I could see, like, some of my cousins being, like, quite liberal. So I don't know, but it was just nice to hear that. And she, you know, we were just kind of, basically all she kept saying was that she just thinks it's really sad that, like, you know, of course, like, my mom could have just, like, taken some time to, like, process it and, like, get used to the idea of it, and it's probably shocking to her and all that shit. Like, that's the same way that I feel, but, like, to cut me out, like, not ever just getting to the point where it's just kind of like, oh, whatever, like, well, just, you know, it's not my ideal for Rachel, but whatever, you know? Yeah. And, like, you know, I just know that, like, my aunt wouldn't have done that, and she's just flat out said that she accepts it, and, like, she said to me, she said that she was like, well, it wasn't a choice, and it was just, like, crazy to hear from, like, a family member that, like, I didn't choose this, and that it was fine, like...
I just think that this was a fantastic conversation for you to have, and... You know, I definitely want you to get back in touch with some part of your family since you're pretty disconnected from your family at the moment. And, you know, just also getting back in touch with, like, your Jewish side.
Yeah.
And we're not religious, but, like, just...
It's part of, like, my culture, though, as a person.
Yeah,
it's more
exactly.
of, like, the culture for me.
I see, like, Judaism and being Jewish as more than just, like,
the religion. Aspect.
There's, like... a whole lifestyle to it and stuff, and I'd be interested in learning a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, we did at one point start talking about Food Network, and she was like, Emerald Lagasse's got a really good brisket recipe. And it was just like, she was talking about recipes, and Yeah, and my Zeta did paint. Like, that was his hobby that he liked to do.
Paint?
Yeah, Microsoft Paint. And she said that there was, like, a lot of artwork that he made, and some of it he made when I was actually visiting him last. And she said that she's going to try and get some of that from me when she hasn't gone back to, like, his house yet, because it's just been...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's still all very...
It's fresh.
Fresh.
So, I mean, it was like... we were on the phone for a really long time. And, I mean, I honestly woke up this morning and I remembered it. And then I remembered, like, what my mom would think. And then I immediately had, like, that, like, jolt of, like, panic, you know, like, that rush. Yeah. And then I just was like, I just need to, like, not think of her right now. Because she's not thinking of me.
Yeah. And this is, like, you know, a conditioning that you've had for the past... those like 22, 23 years of your life.
And like, I get it. They have a beef, and like, I understand where it comes from, but it all happened before I was born, and I am a fucking, like, I'm just like a random person in this, but these are still my family, and if I can have a relationship with them, like, it shouldn't matter what fucking happened between sisters like 30 billion years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I mean, if
that does not concern me.
If your family doesn't want to, like, try and make a relationship with you, you know, you don't have to worry about it, which I know that's going to be something that takes a while for you to, like, be okay with without having that reactionary jolt.
She just, like, she's the best at holding a grudge. That's, like, what my mother is. And... it's the same thing
Jewish
with me.
Guilt.
Yeah, I know. And it's like some of the shit, like the last time that I talked to my aunt was 10 years ago, and there's a specific reason why my mom decided to stop letting us speak to that side of the family. And I found out on this phone call that she didn't even know any of this. And so we haven't been talking to these people for like 11 years, and she didn't even know like why my mom cut her out. Like, she didn't even have the reason.
Yeah.
And then I said it, and I just figured like they had already argued about it. And she was like, I never knew that she was angry about that. And I was like, oh shit.
What?
You know, like, it's just like, oh man. And yeah, it's just bad. It's like, and that's what I've been raised to believe, like, oh, someone fucks you over, like, or someone messes up, like, you should be done with them completely. Like, there would be times where I would have fights with friends that I had been friends with, you know, all of high school. And then I would, like, you know, tell my mom about, like, a certain thing, and she would just be like, okay, well, you should be done with them. And then when I would eventually, like, make up with them, because I can appreciate like a friendship and want to like make amends with someone that I care about, she would just be like, I can't believe you're still hanging out with them and all these things. And like, she wouldn't want me to be hanging out with people that I ever said that I had like one instance with. And it's like, it's fucking normal.
People have fights all the time. That's a normal part of having a relationship with anybody.
To carry all that fucking negativity for years and like add it. It's like she has like an internal like book, and she writes down every time anyone does anything bad. Yeah, honestly. And she just holds on to it. Like, anytime we'd be arguing over like who took the trash out, and she'd pull out something that I did in middle school. You know what I mean? Like, she just holds on to it. And that's why she's miserable, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yes.
You know, like,
we are trying to have a positive life.
I'm trying.
Yes.
You know, so. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We're probably going to talk again, and, you know, we've already talked about, like, possibly, like, visiting, and...
which I'm all for, too. I'd love to, you know, go over even for, like, a Jewish holiday.
Yeah.
Like, sorry if you guys hear any sort of, like, vacuuming noises in the background. Or, no, there's some vacuuming going on in the apartment right now.
In the hallway, not in ours.
In the hall, yeah. There's just some random person in here that's vacuuming. I don't know what's going on. Squeezy, you cut that out.
He loves to.
He would never do that. He hates the vacuum. He actually came up here on the countertop because he's afraid of the vacuum.
I know,
right
he's
now.
sitting right in front of me. I love it.
He's hiding behind my computer. I can't see him at all.
Oh, he's so cute. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with me.
So, I guess while we're on topics of family things, I'll talk about something that's going on my side.
Yeah.
And it's not exactly a happy thing at all, ever.
That's what happens.
Yeah, you know.
I get something, yeah.
We used to say this all the time, but it used to be like our life work was like a thing of checks and balances, where like one good thing, one bad thing, and it was like usually like in around the same time period to like balance each other out karmically or whatever. So like
that would literally happen all the time.
It would.
It just happened again.
Oh, God, yeah. So I basically, there's no other way to put it. I found out that my mom has cancer.
Yeah.
I think that thankfully it's something that she's going to actually have a surgery very soon, and it's going to, hopefully, it's not spread to anywhere that they have detected yet, and it's something that's...
Like, once the surgery's done, it's, like, supposed to be gone.
I don't think it's benign, but it's, like, it's not a
It's early stage, I guess.
Early stage, and it's very, like, it's not aggressive or something like that. I don't know. But, so she's going to have a surgery soon. That should hopefully just get rid of it all, and that's just the end of it, besides recovering from the surgery. And, like, apparently, so far, no chemo is supposed to be involved, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I already made her, like, a huge, like, recovery package that I'm having sent over. Some comfy things.
Yeah, it's just weird. Cancer's not something that runs in my family.
Yeah.
I think my grandpa had skin cancer, but that was on my dad's side of the family, not even on my mom's side. And that was from, like...
Living in Florida,
and, like, he worked on the railroads in Pennsylvania. Like, he was doing shit on the railroads before that. So he was just, like, out in the sun a lot. And so it must have came from that. But it's still just, it's scary. And, like, I don't... It's weird. My family, like, we don't have a lot of, like, haven't had a lot of shit like this that's really happened before. Like, I still have...
You haven't even been to a funeral that wasn't for my family yet.
I still have all of my grandparents, and, like, everybody is generally very healthy. I can't even think of anything. Like, I know the only thing I can think of is, like, my mom said her cousin had an aneurysm. And, like,
but is that even genetic?
I don't even know. And, like, so, like, that's as crazy as it fucking got. And so it's just really weird. And, like, I didn't expect this was going to happen because it doesn't run in the family or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to not be worried about it because...
She's a nurse, and she's, like, literally everything's going to be fine, and... I trust that she's not just trying to be, like, comforting. I trust that she actually does think... She did, like, wait a really long time to even tell us, because, like, she pretty much told us, like, 2 weeks before the surgery, and I think it's just because, like, she didn't want to worry us over, not nothing, but, like...
Something that she's
very much like that, you know?
Yeah, and I'm going to just take her word for it that
Me too.
knows what she's talking about, and she said she had already, like, you know, done the internet searching and, like,
God.
Yeah, I know it's not, like, a very good thing.
I mean, I
have not, because I just don't want to look at all the things that are related to it. But so I mean,
just send us your, you know, well wishes and your good vibes.
Yes.
I never know what to say in these situations.
I know, it's really kind of weird.
We weren't even sure if we were going to bring it up, but, you know, I don't know. It's just been, it'll, if we get, like, a little weird next week, like, if we're not really as on, it's probably because we're just...
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect anything bad to be happening, but hey, it's still a surgery. And so, like, there's, regardless of whether the cancer's gone or not, like, it's still a recovery and everything like that, so...
Yeah. But in happier news, we have some fun people that are going to be visiting at the end of the month that are hopefully going to be on the podcast.
Yeah, a week from Saturday.
Yeah, it's when Nick and Ken and Susie and I don't know who else. I think Miles might be coming. Yason, maybe? I don't know.
We got to get the full itinerary.
Yeah. I know, but yeah, it's just whoever it is, it's going to be great.
It's you know, it's just going to be us going to restaurants, having a fantastic time.
I got to eat so much.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat so really much. Great. I can't wait to see everyone. I just feel so happy when I'm around them all. You know, and you haven't even met Susie yet.
I know. I still haven't even met Ava yet.
Oh my god!
I know, right?
I don't know if she's coming.
Come on, Abui, let's go.
Come on! Someone actually tagged me in that. You know, come on. You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what it's all about. Kathy May. Kathy May 15.
Yeah. Well, I guess now would be a good time
to get into some questions.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be a little lighter.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with some questions. This episode of Coffee with Crachel is brought to you in part by Casper Mattresses. So what is the Casper? The Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress that combines springy latex and supportive memory foam to create an award-winning sleep surface, and it all comes to you at a shockingly fair price. It's actually one of Time Magazine's best inventions of 2015, and now it's the most awarded mattress of the decade. So if you want to try the Casper mattress, you could try it in your home free for 100 days risk-free. And if you don't like it, they'll come by, they'll pick it up, you'll get refunded. There's literally no risk involved. And we actually have a special offer for you. If you go to casper.com/CWC, you'll get $50 off your purchase. And not only that, they also have free shipping and returns in the US and Canada. So if you go over to casper.com/CWC, you can get started with your 100-day risk-free trial and get $50 off plus free shipping to the US and Canada.
And we're back.
All right. Bencherinos, I'm here. I've got your fucking questions.
If you want to help support the show, you can always sign up at patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel. I always want to say the coffee before the Patreon part. I always have like a brain fart every time I say this. Just letting you know.
Coffee.com/Patreon with Rachel.
All right, what's your first question?
All right, so Grace has asked, basically, I'm bi and in a relationship with a guy going on 5 years. He's known forever and is totally supportive. I kept it quiet forever, but told my mom about a year ago, and a couple of select other people since. I told my mom while we were both drunk, and she seemed cool in the moment, but the next day I found her crying about the shock of it. Also, another other family stuff happening at the same time. We basically haven't discussed it since, and she pretty much acts like it's nothing at all. And discusses LGBT people in a positive way, but, like, I'm not part of that at all, if that makes sense. I also really don't think she has told her longtime boyfriend about it either, which makes me feel like she's ashamed or something. Anyways, I've been feeling the need to come out to my grandma, and when I told my mom, she basically told me not to because she wouldn't understand. Which I get to a point, but it makes me feel like she's embarrassed or something. Basically, I feel like she hates the whole thing, and she wants to keep it quiet as possible. What do you guys think of this, or what should I do? Also, I'm 20 years old and still living with my mom due to health issues, if that's relevant.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is what it would have been like if I had come out, like, while I was still living there.
Yeah.
It probably literally would have been like, okay. I mean, she wouldn't have been nice or, like, supportive of the LGBT community, but, like, it probably would have just been like, let's never talk about this again. We're not telling any other people.
Yeah.
And I think, like, the way that I would approach the situation, especially because your mom seems supportive, at least, of the community in general, I guess, like, it's probably just surprising to hear, you know, and she just wasn't expecting that to happen with her kid. But I would just, like, maybe just bring up your sexuality in a way where, you know, it's more casual, like you're not really trying to make it like a deep conversation, you know what I mean? And just like the way that you could do that is maybe like if there's a bisexual character, you know, there's not really that many, but like Callie from Grey's Anatomy, I don't know. That's what I would do. I would just be like, it's a shame that Callie left Grey's Anatomy. She was like the only bisexual character on TV, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just like trying to bring it up in like a light way, you know, just being like, oh, Kristen Stewart's really making the bi vibe. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say it would have been different if it wasn't a year ago. Because if it had been like a week or two, it's maybe like
now is a little too.
They just like are
pure.
Just still figuring like
they're still adapting.
Yeah, adapting to it, which is okay. I mean, if they're supportive in the end, which it seems like your mom is.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of at the point where it's like
you gotta have it be brought up because it's not going away. You know?
That was the same thing that like you kind of had. Like you were not just gonna like.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we can have you around if you never talk about it again. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
But it's different because this is like coming from a good place. Your mom's just probably, you know, like, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
It's weird and unexpected probably or whatever. And it's not weird, you know, but you'll just have to, like, bring it up casually. And as far as, like, about your grandma, I mean, that's really up to you, you know, because, like, I could understand, like, I'm thinking of, like, my grandma on my dad's side. Like, I don't know if I would have ever come out to her. And I can understand, like, because it's totally different age.
Just an older generation, yeah.
But, I mean, if you can get your mom behind you, that might make that easier. Mm-hmm. And I would probably work on that more so. Or maybe even, like, if you tell your mom, like, hey, like, I still do want to come out to grandma, but I'm not really sure how to go about it, like, but it would really mean a lot, like, if you helped, like, because, you know, if, like, you supported me, too, like, maybe that would make your grandma be like, okay, this is chill.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And, like, I don't know what your relationship is like with your mom's long-term boyfriend, and, like, if you think that he's going to be cool about it, but if you want to just, like,
tell
him
yeah.
and then, like, if you think he's going to be like really supportive, like, hey, yeah, this is awesome, then like
maybe he would
change
your mom's opinion.
Yeah, exactly. He could like help her realize that, like, oh yeah, what's to hide? It's normal.
Yeah. But good luck. I mean, it's like it's always an uncomfortable situation to feel like you have to like not talk about it and you've already come out, or like knowing that you might have to come out to more people. Like, I totally understand.
You literally just came out again.
I meant to say with that story that like I did find out that my Bubby and Zeta were apparently like, because I was like, maybe my mom gets this from like her parents. I don't really know how Bubby and Zeta were about like LGBT people, and she was like, no, they were really open and accepting.
That's so awesome.
And she literally said that they would have been fine with it. So like, that was nice to hear.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can finally make one of those like positive coming out YouTube videos.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so true.
I'm not going to make a video about this.
No. All right, let's go on to some other social medias. I did see on my Instagram, somebody asked, what languages would we like to learn? We both only in this moment speak and read English fluently.
I would like to remember more Hebrew and like just pull that out, like, and just have Yiddish down. You know what I'm saying? But Spanish, French, and I would say Chinese, because I know it's challenging.
Yes.
And I find it beautiful, like the way that it looks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it'd
be interesting, but I know it's like tough. Because I took, what was it, like, remember when I had that one wellness class, and it was we had a Japanese teacher, and he ended up spending most of the time telling us how to write our names in Japanese. Mm-hmm. And that alone was fucking difficult.
Yeah. I would say Japanese, Spanish, and this is going to be really weird, but Russian.
Okay.
Russian, it's such like a guttural language.
Ooh, we'll just hook Paulina up.
Yeah.
We'll be like, Paulina, please tutor me. Oh my god, picture me being able to speak Russian, though, as a Jew.
Yeah,
oh my god. It's just going to sound beautiful. I feel like I'll finally be my final form. Who is your favorite Jonas brother? Another thing that I was not involved with.
I was not involved with Jonas Brothers either.
I know. If I had to choose, though, it would probably be Kevin, just because he gets so much shit. And he is like a shit. You know what I mean? Okay.
Do you have any weird phobias? I'm not going to say any of the things that I'm like afraid of are weird.
I don't know.
Like, I get kind of panicked when it's like completely dark, and if I'm in an unfamiliar place and it's like really fucking dark, like you can't see your hand in front of your face, kind of dark.
I guess like maybe my flinching whenever like a camera goes underwater when I'm watching TV or a video game. Yeah. Just like me like fearing underwater seeing. And like if I am in a pool, I don't like to wear goggles, and if I'm in the ocean, I especially don't wear goggles. And so like snorkeling to me sounds terrifying, because I don't want to see anything, but I also don't like that I can't see, you know? It's a horrible
it's pretty
position.
Because if you were to go snorkeling and see some coral or something,
I guess like that's really it, because like you'd think me, the lover of the aquatic, a straight up Pisces fish, that I would love to go snorkeling, and yet I am terrified of it. Isn't that sad? Maybe one day I'll be able to fucking, like, break that fear. It's on my bucket list for a reason. My bucket list is literally, like, things that I know I gotta really kick my ass to get done, because they're scary to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good list, then.
Yeah. Good. I'll make one of those old fart movies where I'm like,
oh my God,
where I'm like a 65-year-old and I'm like, I'm gonna do my bucket list. Anyway.
My boyfriend is allergic to potatoes, #tragic. I really enjoy cooking with him, and we are tired of Brussels. Have any good potato alternatives?
Cauliflower?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you can make some good mashed potatoes out of cauliflower.
Is he allergic to a yam? Because I feel like it's, you know, of the potato fam.
It's of the potato.
I'm not really sure the potato genus.
Is it
also,
starch? Like, that's
beans.
Interesting.
Beans are so hearty, and like if you get like a soup that you would normally have like potato chunks in, but you get like a nice white cannelloni bean.
Yeah.
It's like a potatoy texture. But yeah, I would really say squash as well. Like roasted butternut squash. I feel like that kind of gives like a similar vibe. But really, I think you're just, oh man, I don't know what I would do.
Man.
I don't know. I feel really bad. But yeah, you're just really gonna have to enjoy the fucking beans and chickpeas and
Like, I'm kind of thinking, like, to replace fries when we go to, like, ramen and we get, like, tempura zucchini sticks.
Oh, you can make zucchini fries.
Yeah, and stuff like that. That kind of is a good replacement. They taste
You
great,
can even make carrot fries.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. You can pretty much make anything into fries if you
try. You believe hard enough.
That's going to be my Food Network show. Fry it or whatever. I bet that already exists.
Holy shit.
Someone's going to drag me for copyright. Listen, I'm sorry. I did not come up with that myself. Okay. Is this the Krusty Krab? Someone asked. No, this is Patrick. Please discuss Gilmore Girls. Who you like, hate, which pairings are your favorite, Luke versus Christopher. I mean, we probably have, like, talked about these things, but, like, just to set it up for if you're a new listener, Team Jess. And that's all I need to say. Oh, and Luke and Lorelai, definitely. Fuck Christopher.
Yeah, if anybody actually wants Christopher, like, that's fucked up. I'm still pissed he ruins my name.
Yeah, it's so true. He does.
He does.
He does. And you could never have a buzz cut, or else you'd be him. Do you think he'll have a buzz cut in the new show? Let us know.
I'm actually team, what's-his-face from Twilight?
What?
The father from Twilight.
Oh, yeah. When he was with Lorelai for like a hot minute.
I'm team him. No,
what about
kidding.
Don Draper when he's with Lorelai for
oh my God.
episode, and she has a horrible date with him or something?
Yeah,
Isn't that so real, though?
That's so funny.
That's so funny. I just pictured he was Don, not like John Hamm.
Yeah.
They got a lot of weird guests, you know what I'm saying? Do you watch any big YouTubers? Who are some of your favorite content makers? We watch a lot of big YouTubers, probably.
Yeah. I mean,
constitutes big?
I mean, what do we constitute as big?
I would just say everyone. Everyone above me.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't watched them in a while, but, like, I would count huge as, like, Rooster Teeth content.
Yeah.
Like, and
I watch all of Hannah Hart's videos.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Desi Perkins. She's huge. I watch Luster Lux Katie. The two of them are great.
And now,
Domestic
whenever
Geeks.
I'm around, I watch all their stuff with you, too.
I know. You know, like, someone's really charming and enjoyable when Chris really, like, gets involved in watching a favorites video. Like him. Oh, and also, what's her face? Chloe Morello. She's also super charming.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. Also, Ellen DeGeneres' YouTube channel. And...
I haven't watched Sorted in a while.
I know. I don't know what's been wrong with me.
Yeah. They have, like, a lot of things now, too, and it's, like, I feel like I'm really out of the loop, and it's intimidating to get back in.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But...
Me.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, if you and the Chunks roles were reversed, would you want them as your owners?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Lila would be a fantastic, like... just hanging out with us all the time.
Squeezy would be so strict.
Squeezy would be very strict.
Squeezy would keep this apartment clean, though.
Yes.
Which I would really enjoy. So, Squeezy, let's do this. I feel like he would really keep me productive as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you talk about your plants? Because we did just get some new plants.
Oh, my God.
So we got some cacti, because I used to have some cacti back in the day.
Oh, my God.
And then we got a
lipstick vine plant thing.
It looks very much like if a succulent were a hanging plant. Yeah. I like it a lot, though. Apparently, it's supposed to have, like, red tubular flowers that look like lipstick.
I love the leaves. Or if you want to call them leaves, I guess they look like scallions.
I don't know. I feel like it has a lot of character. I'm looking right at her right now. It's definitely a woman, I would say. Like,
yeah. Oh, yes.
She's gonna be something else. When is she gonna bloom? You know. And then we got a
Hiawatha.
Not really sure, but it looks kind of like if aloe wasn't going to kill my cats.
Yeah, it has white stripes on it.
Yeah, it's real spiky, really cute. Looks like Chris's hair in the morning.
Oh my God.
And it's the only one that we got that was not poisonous. So everything else is like out of reach, of course.
Yeah, that was us for like an hour. Just like Rachel reading names to me on Google. Like, is this poisonous?
Literally, it was every single plant that we liked was poisonous. Yeah. And the only thing is, like, right now we don't have a lot of shelves, so I really need to go to like IKEA or something and just get some more shelves so that we can buy plants that, you know, and just put them up there, you know. But because right now all we have is like the little spiky guy.
Yeah.
Because the cactuses, they're in like a little bowl that like they can't get to, and plus they're spiky, so I think they know like to fuck off.
I can't believe Squeezy, like, just like the very first day we brought it back, he tried to like bite it. And
I know.
Like, Squeezy, you're so stupid. Like, it's spiking you right now. What
He's
are you
so
doing?
smart though. Like immediately he was like, okay. I'm done.
All right, not gonna touch this anymore.
I guess that's the point of the spikes, like evolution.
Yeah,
it
gives you a warning, and then not to fuck with it.
Yeah. Could you talk about what it is like to be an entrepreneur? I work a 9 to 5, and it's just really not for me. I'd love to start my own business, but I'd love to hear your opinions on it. I think, like,
there's definitely
pros and cons.
Yes. Pros is that, like,
you make your own schedule,
depending on, like, what kind of business you start.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, even if, like, you're selling something, if you're, like, you can...
An Etsy kind of thing or something like that.
Yeah, like, you choose when you're working, and that's cool, but it also can make you, like, to the point where, like, you don't stop working. You know what I mean? Because, like, at least that's how I'll be. Like, I'll have a day where, like, from the moment I wake up, I'm on my phone and I'm, like, already reading my email and I'm already replying to things. And then, like, I just start going on and then I'll realize it's, like, 8 o'clock and that all I've been doing all day is random shit. And I'm like, yo, I didn't even, like, eat.
Yeah.
Like, I could just, not do that shit. So... I don't know, like, there's that, and then it's kind of isolating, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're also, like, involving other people in your business, I mean, then it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have Chris, but he also has another job, so it's, just me.
Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to both sides to, like, having, like, your job you just go to that's scheduled every day of the week, whatever.
And when you're getting paid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely for the creative aspect and, like, having no one else telling you how to run things, that part is very nice. And it's very, like, independent. So.
And that can be the frustrating part of being in, like, just a regular job.
When you have someone talking over you. Or
when you have, like, a whole bunch of things that, like, you have to follow and you might think one way's better, but you have to do it another way.
Yeah. So. Do you guys have any pet names for each other? If so, what are they? It's usually just, like, Cross.
Yeah. And just, like, different forms of boop.
Yeah, like Boppo. I call you Boppo a lot.
Yeah. I call you Boople because it's kind of like Ruble, except...
Yeah, but, like, with a boo,
Yeah.
I hate us a
You're
lot.
my boo.
Okay, like, you didn't have to say that.
I know, I said it on purpose.
What's that Alicia Keys song? You will always be... Okay, so... I like the way that this is phrased. Tips on becoming more technologically enhanced.
Oh.
I feel like every stable salary job requires advanced computer skills like Photoshop, Excel, and knowing how to navigate various software. Well, I'm not going to lie. I don't know shit about Photoshop, and I really do wish that I had been one of those geniuses that decided to learn it when they were young, and now they're, like, really great at it.
I don't know how to use actual, like, the program Photoshop, but I can do a minimal amount of photo editing, like...
Making things transparent, blending.
Yeah, and I only learned that because I took one class that was about web design, and so that was part of it, was
I didn't
doing
take
that.
any. Literally, the only computer class that I took was, like, a typing course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I literally had to learn all this shit myself, but... I don't know. I mean...
Just, like, watching a lot of, like, picking something that you really want to learn, whether it's, like, I want to edit a iMovie, or I want to make photos in Photoshop, or whatever.
I want to do HTML. I want to learn how to, like, make a website from scratch. There are videos online to show you how to do it.
The one thing that I really want to learn is Adobe After Effects.
Okay.
That's, like, where you can make some really crazy, like, animations and stuff, like, over videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so... I tried to learn it before, and it's very intense.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to do that on, like, a really old laptop, and it was just, like, not...
Maybe you should try... Do they have that for my Mac?
Yeah. It's expensive as shit because it's another Adobe program, but that's something that I'd like to learn. I'd say the way that I learn is I just, like, watch... I see, like, something that I want to recreate, like, whether it's, like, an edit that you want to see or something like that, and then I look up how to do that, and then I kind of just learn the tools from that way, and then once I know enough, then I start, like, playing around.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for most jobs, it's, like, unless you're going into, like, a computer science or, like, tech-related job, like, they'll be impressed. You'd be surprised at some of the skills for internet that they'll be impressed by, because there's just, like, there's people that don't even know how to, like, insert a link in an email and stuff. Yeah. Like, they'll be, as long as
just,
you,
like, knowing the right words to Google for when you want to find something, which honestly is a skill, like, to
it is.
know, like, SEO and, like, how to search for things
That's something
correctly.
I wish I knew better.
Yeah.
But, yeah, good luck.
just playing around on the internet. So, when you're just fucking around.
YouTube has a lot of really, really good tutorials for different things. I mean, like, that's how I know how to do anything, really. Okay, for the Gilmore Girls revival, do you think Rory still has a shit ton of books or got an e-reader? I feel like she would be anti-e-reader.
She's definitely a book binge.
She would probably, be like, yeah, blah, 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 got me an e-reader for Christmas, and,
well, I mean,
is not going to use it.
That little bit that they previewed with Michelle Obama, and she pulled a bajillion books out for her to read.
Yeah, that was cute.
So I feel like she's definitely got her nose in the books still instead of in the e-reader.
Okay, so we got this question, and it's about horoscopes and astrology. This person says, I'm not the type of person to wake up and check a horoscope or have an astrology app to check it periodically, but recently I found myself to be really interested. So coming from a female and a male Pisces perspectives, I'd love to hear your guys' view on each sign, especially with all the tangents that I'm super okay with and actually hoping for. It'd be great to discuss. I don't, here's the thing, because this person's a Gemini, and they were explaining what it's like to be a Gemini. Yeah, I know. And there's all kind. I'm always joking when I drag Geminis. By the way,
yeah, my sister's a Gemini.
Yeah, Lila's a Gemini. Squeeze makes sense. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But I don't really. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really look into most of the signs. I just know that I'm very compatible friend wise with Virgos. And because Virgos are really close to Pisces, but they really complement each other.
Okay.
And so I've always had really good relationships with Virgos. And
I don't know what time of the year that is. Do you know?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know what time of the year most of them are.
Yeah, I know. I fuck that up all the time. I feel like Virgos
I only know Scorpio because my mom was kind of into horoscopes, and she's in November, so I know it's around that time.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what constitutes a Scorpio, a personality trait.
No.
But I feel two Pisces, can get along.
Honestly, I really don't think I identify with the Pisces. Sure, I was born in that time, but it never really applies to me, and it usually just applies to you.
I try to I have some horoscope apps, and I don't ever check them because every time I do, I'm I just know it's not the app is not real. You know what I mean? It would be different if I felt I was going to a person that was trained in this, and then I was getting a monthly horoscope or a weekly horoscope or something. Because
this app could just be some
just random generator,
making shit up out of their head.
Yeah, no, and that's how I feel because there's ads all over it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just trying to get people to look at this app. But I'm interested in all of that. I would love to get my chart done by someone or to see a psychic because I've never done any of that, and I think it'd be really fucking cool just to do it. I've had friends that have done it, and I don't know if I necessarily even believe in it. Anemone. But I don't know, I would just like to do it because it'd be cool. What if they said some really cool shit and I was interesting.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It says, crystals, have you ever used them for spiritual healing purposes or to help with stress and depression? If not, are you a fan of any other holistic healing methods? I have them in my house. I've always been very attracted to them because I knew amethyst was my birthstone, and I've always just been attracted to amethyst. And I started surrounding myself with them in my house once I had an apartment and stuff. But I really honestly have them there mostly to decorate. I'm not gonna lie. And if they do anything to I feel good knowing that oh, hey, maybe they could impact my space with positive energy. That's cool if they do that. But I don't know if I don't utilize them in any specific way. They're just kind of around.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I don't believe in crystals and stuff. That's just me personally.
That's fine.
They are definitely very pretty, and I love having different geodes and shit around the house because they just look great, and that makes me happy.
I know.
But
hey.
I personally do not believe in any sort of crystal healing or any sort of stuff like that.
If you're thinking of other things too, essential oils,
essential oils
that's different. They definitely have been proven to work. People use them there's a lot of holistic medicine that I do believe works. There's been proven results,
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had any experiences myself, so I don't, I never had anything done. I haven't done acupuncture or
You just say holistic medicine. I just keep thinking of private practice.
Yo, so do I. I think of Pete.
That's
and his
all I
fucking,
think
like,
of.
Sage room, yeah.
And like acupuncture and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do think of him.
God.
I mean, does
that
weed
would be
count?
interesting.
Because like that's holistic, right? Nothing says non-GMO like that, right? Okay, and the next question. You talk a lot about how bisexuals are stigmatized and how people are fucking dumb and say, oh, well, what if you cheat on Chris with a woman? But I was wondering if anyone has ever directly harassed Chris about that. Like, have people ever given Chris a hard time for dating a bisexual? And if so, how hard did he punch them in the throat? JK, not really.
Nobody has ever, not a single person ever in real life has ever said that. The most that I would ever say ever happens on the internet is not even ever really directed towards me either. It's always just like, how does Chris feel? And they ask you that, and it's that,
like, who cares?
Who the fuck cares? Like,
I'm not gonna lie though, every time I come out to someone that is not in the LGBT community, so like a straight, if I come out to one, they're always just like, so what does Chris think about that? Like, what is that? I gotta know. Like, how about like, are you cool with this?
So like, is it like, do you have to get your opinion from another straight person that's in this relationship? Like, I'm not here to give you your opinion on this. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, Chris, like, he's so good having to, he's the normal one having to put up with the weirdness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the vibe that I get when I get asked that, but
It's not that I don't want to share my opinion, because, like, I'm totally okay with it,
waiting.
but it's like...
But yeah, no, we haven't had anyone, like, that we've been friends with or anything be like, oh my god, like, you're bi, like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, that's very good, though. Yeah. I mean, my sister. But, like, they don't count, right?
I mean, they were
That's not to say that, like, it doesn't exist. Like, I'm sure there are people talking about it, like, that don't talk to us, and I'm sure it's all over the internet, like, being talked about, and, like, that is fucking gonna happen, but, like, I also just really don't care. And the last question we should answer is, do you count coffee in your total for Plant Nanny or no?
Oh my god, no.
No. It's so bad, because, like, I know that you're not supposed to drink coffee the moment you wake up. I know you're supposed to drink, like, a glass of water because your body's been, like, crusty all night, and then you need to, like, revive
especially you.
Yeah, especially me. I'm so dry. And, yeah, I sometimes I, like, remember, and I drink whatever's left in my Camelback.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. On my way to work, I'm just, like, sipping what's left in my Camelback.
But sometimes there's not a lot in there.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh man, whatever, it was enough. And then I brew coffee, and then I dehydrate myself for the next, like, 4 hours. And then I'm like, oh my god, remember water? I'm really parched. And then I try to squeeze in as much water as I can before, like, 12.
Yeah.
And it just, sometimes I make it. Sometimes, I've been killing a lot of plants lately, I'm not gonna lie.
It's very interesting. I see all the time, like, some people are like, coffee is dehydrating, then some things will say, like, coffee is not actually dehydrating.
Fuck off. Like
it definitely is, because I feel, like, very dry after drinking coffee.
I literally feel disgusting when I drink just nothing but coffee all morning, and then sometimes I'll go until, like, 4 or 5 p.m., and then I'm like, why do I feel so horrible? And then I'm like, I haven't had any water. Oh my god.
And
like,
it's miraculous, like, 10 minutes after chugging some water, I'm like, whoa, revitalized.
Sometimes I wait until I get to the point where I get, like, that headache,
you
know, and then I drink a whole bottle of water, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's going away. I don't even need... Talk about holistic.
Yeah.
I mean, bye-bye ibuprofen. Hello H2O, you know?
Well, fuck.
I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm afraid to take, like, Advil. I gotta have, like, something when I have a fucking headache. I don't know. If you can rub eucalyptus on my temples and get rid of a migraine for me, do it. But until then, Excedrin works. Because, oh my god, nothing is worse than a migraine.
How do you deal with allergies without...
There's probably... my dad told me that he would get his allergies cured every year by going to the chiropractor. The way that they would align him got rid of his allergies. I'm dead serious.
Yo, I need to fucking fix my back.
He told me, like, I should go to the chiropractor, and I just never did because I thought it was weird. Like,
eventually I would love to.
I bet it would be fun now, but, like, back then I was like, ooh, cracking. Because I used to, like, not crack my knuckles, and now I fucking do.
I'd love to just have, like, one of those sessions where just, like, everything is cracked.
Rip.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'll get really grossed out, even though, like, I do crack, like, a lot of bones in my body. But, like, just when you get a lot at one time, I feel like... It just makes me feel vomity. Like,
oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like, there's something weird about it.
Am I breaking something?
I don't know. Like, I'm so worried that I'm gonna get, like, stuck in a position or, like, he fucks me up. I don't know. I'd have to read Yelp reviews. That's all I have to say.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so I guess we should get into binge time now.
Yes, you benches are ordering things on Amazon Prime Day.
We didn't even get anything on Prime.
Yeah, I mean, there was better than the year before, but still nothing that I was like, I need this right now.
There was like a TV that looked really good for the size and price, but we already have a TV.
Yes.
So we were like, okay. And it like a smartphone. They had a lot of good smartphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so for everybody else, thanks for listening. We have some soft cups again today, so it's not going to clink
Soft clink. Ew. Sounds like we're like a volleyball bouncing off a wood gym floor.
All right, so I got the list here. You guys are ordering. You guys are ordering Amazon Prime Day. Kind of just put your names into Amazon, and what came up, I put on the list.
Shut up. That's how you did this? Okay. Nicole is a Coleman grill to roast some pork butts.
Carissa is a zebra print car seat cover.
Sloan Nolan is slow feed cat food dispenser.
Ray Vendiero is a rain barrel.
Sarah Booth is a tropical boogie board.
Allison Sense is a 24-pack of Sensodyne.
Oh my god, you honestly use that? Hunter Curtis is an interchangeable curling wand kit. Too bad I don't have one.
Oh my god. Megan Rackley is the game Racco.
Taylor Collins is a collapsible colander.
Heather Ann is 200 Heath bars.
Oh my god, me. Sloan Fuller is a full-face snorkel mask.
Oh my god, for that snorkeling you're not doing.
Snorkosity today.
Emma Corbeil is a corksicle.
Danielle Manus is an extra-large container of mayonnaise.
Kate Convery is convertible pants.
What does that mean?
That's the pants with the zip-off knees.
Did you ever have those?
I did.
Ooh,
I
didn't. Angelica Felice is angle grinder.
Daisy Blossom Dottie is Mark Jacobs Daisy.
Oh my god, is that your real name? That is adorable.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Oh my god. Madison Greer is an entire greenhouse.
Madison Wolf is the Wolf Link Amiibo.
Megan McNally is Randy McNally truck GPS.
These are so random. Skylar Medley is a Medline wheelchair.
Whoa. Cat is a cat engraved rolling pin. I've seen that.
Honestly, I do want that.
It's really cute.
Ilka is an Illuminati snapback trucker cap.
Oh my god. Corey Springfield is a springform pan. I thought it said spring from the past.
Josie West is a Western plaid button-up t-shirt.
Sarah Cook is a $300 cookie cutter set.
Jennifer Cornwell is a weather-resistant cornhole bag.
Okay. Sophia Cock is a cocktail shaker set that Jeffrey Zakarian just bought.
Ash Rozelle is an ash hat.
Nicole Allen got allergy medicine.
Cody Castillo is castor oil.
Oh my god, me.
Relevant.
Beth Fonseca is makeup fondant decorating mold. Interesting.
Sophie Adams is Sophie the Giraffe.
Christina Contreras is contractor bags.
Megan Grint is an herb grinder.
Oh my god, I like that you put the quotation marks there. Jade Holden is a hole punch.
Allison Dowell is all of Downton Abbey.
Catherine Simpson, the simply straight hair straightener brush.
Bridget Carey Davis is a carom board.
What is that? Marlene Naj is a leaning bookshelf.
Cater Liriano is a Leroy Jenkins for President t-shirt.
Rebecca O'Donnell is odontology equipment. Is that teeth?
It's teeth.
Okay.
It's teeth.
It's teeth.
Kendall Berg got Birkenstocks.
Allie McGregor, all of Tim McGraw's albums.
Megan Grilly got a grill rotisserie that is also for pork butt.
Chloe Killup got Kill Bill Volume 1.
Ian Murphy got Murder, She Baked a Chocolate Chip Cookie Mystery.
Ian Murphy's gonna die. Cassandra Buckhout got Bucky Balls.
Maddie Pullman got a Ralph Lauren polo.
Oh my god, hello 2007. Amanda Marie got a mannequin.
Jane Shell got a shellac nail polish set.
Jackie Bergiulio got a Jack Septic Eye backpack.
There were some really random things that were on there, I'm telling you.
I'm loving this list.
Camellia Mulkey got a camelback.
Caitlin Whalen got a whale shark stuffed animal. Is that the one from Finding Dory?
No, it was just like, it was for the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Lucy Ravenscroft got a Ravenclaw tie.
Cody Robinson got a copy of Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Tegan Anderson got a strawberry-shaped tea infuser.
Oh, that's cute. Lauren Siobhan got 100 Chic Quattro razors. Oh my god. Your intuition.
Taco Roach got a Roach Motel bug trap.
Ew.
I know.
Allison Francois got pure frankincense.
Haley Cadwalder got a Velcro wallet.
Oh my god. Ryan Gosling in that one movie. Sarah Seaman got a heated toilet seat.
Dana Daly got way too many gummy daily vitamins.
Megan Wilson got, Wilson volleyball.
We're just going to keep this going.
Classic.
Jackie Lampo got a remote control Lamborghini.
Claire Wood got an assorted balsa wood pieces.
Kelly Adams got liquid kelp.
Hannah Peterson got a peel-off lip stain. Oh, Chris, I see you being on trend.
Yeah. Jenna Gordonier got a Gorillaz album.
Sasha Smith got a birthday sash.
Sarah got every single Sarah Dessen book.
Oh my god. Bridget Dubin got a Brita filter.
Flynn and Drew got Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen.
My favorite one.
I know.
Jax got the Percy Jackson collection.
Hillary Gay got Hillary Clinton toilet paper.
Anna Hernandez got Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Notice how he doesn't have the color or anything?
Nope. Jennifer Holtz got a Furminator pet comb.
Ooh, we need it. Courtney White got a white noise machine.
Elizabeth Doles got Dolce & Gabbana perfume.
Megan Preyes got a Prius roof rack.
Mackenzie Knight got a suit of knight's armor.
Rachel Evans is eventually going to get an Amazon Prime subscription. Ugh, drag her.
All right, and so what are the other binge watchers doing?
I would say,
they are waiting for one deal on a TV to go up. Like, they're just sitting there refreshing, waiting for the time to count down for it.
Okay. We got Allie Malone.
Mariah Hanna.
Kathleen Wynne.
Elizabeth Holbrook.
Rose Barnett.
Thank you guys so much for supporting the show.
We hope you enjoyed your Amazon purchases. Yes. Wouldn't that be so fucked up if, we were sponsored by Amazon?
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking wild.
It's not just Chris works there or anything. Yeah.
All right, so we will see you guys on
Sunday.
Bye.
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 That was a HeadGum podcast.